Welcome to Sports Break. I'm Ethan Curtis. First up, the Florida Gator football team is back in action on the road this weekend as they take on the winless Vanderbilt Commodores. After another dominant display on offense, Kyle Trask and the Florida Gators look like they have no signs of slowing down. Trask is firmly back in the Heisman race after tying the all-time record for touchdown passes in a player's first 6 games with 28. Not to mention, he's done this against all SEC opponents. He'll look to continue this momentum against a Vanderbilt defense that is at the bottom of the conference in almost every major statistical category. Even so, the Commodores will be playing it with an extra chip on their shoulder in search of their first win. Despite averaging just over 16 points a game this year, Vanderbilt put up 35 in their loss to Kentucky last week. In addition, the last 2 games in Nashville have been close wins for the Gators. Here's what head coach Dan Mullen had to say ahead of Saturday's matchup.
You see them continue to improve. You know, a team that almost beat Texas A&M to start off the year, 7-point game last week, outgained Mississippi State, should have probably, won that game. And last time we went there, we were down 21-3. So there's a lot of different things you can point at within this team and the talent within this team and how they play hard.
The Gators have won the last 23 meetings and 28 out of the last 29. Kickoff is set for this Saturday at noon. The NBA offseason is in full swing with the league allowing trades to happen this past Monday and the draft taking place tonight. This year's draft process has been like no other, with teams getting an extended look at prospects, but with limited interactions due to COVID-19. Despite this, a new wave of young talent will hear their names called tonight. Leading the pack is LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards, and James Wiseman. With the Timberwolves having the first pick tonight, they'll look to pair another high-impact player with budding stars Karl Anthony Towns and D'Angelo Russell. Anthony Edwards is the betting favorite to be the first overall pick after scoring just 19 points in his lone season at Georgia. Experts say LaMelo Ball also has a chance to go number 1. The Timberwolves will be on the clock starting at 8 tonight. Sticking to the hard court, the Florida Gator men's and women's basketball teams tip off their seasons a week from today. Starting with the men's team, they'll take on UMass Lowell in the Bubbleville Invitational in Connecticut. The Gators were expected to be a tournament team before the season was canceled. Despite this, they once again didn't live up to their preseason expectations, finishing 19-12 and out of the top 25 at the season stop. Forward Keontae Johnson was picked as the SEC Preseason Player of the Year and will look to expand his role with the departures of Andrew Nembhard and Kerry Blackshear. In addition, Mike White will look to pick up the offensive tempo more using athletic bigs such as Omar Payne and Anthony DeRuggi. Junior guard Noah Locke says picking up the tempo on offense will be key for the Gators' success this season.
I really like it. I like it much better because we can get a lot more easy baskets. We'll be able to play more aggressive, more tough. And we'll just be able to play with more freedom. And I feel like that's a better way for us, especially with the guys we have.
This is the 4th time in Mike White's career at Florida that the Gators don't open the season in the top 25. Moving to the women's team, they'll host Grambling State. The Gators were picked to finish 12th in the SEC despite improved play from last season. Florida finished 15-15 after winning just 8 games the year prior. Here's what sophomore guard Lavender Briggs had to say about the team's preparation heading into the season.
So really we're just practicing how we want to play. We want to play at a high intensity, fast speeds, and we know we're going to have some of the best defenders in the league guarding, and we're going to be playing against really good teams, so we're trying to go as hard as we can against each other in practice, so to pretty much prepare ourselves for the games.
In his 4th year with the Florida Gators, head coach Cam Newbauer will look to take the Gators to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2016. Sticking with Gator sports, softball head coach Tim Walton today announced the addition of Skylar Wallace to the program. The Georgia native is a transfer from Alabama and will be a welcomed addition to Walton's team. She hit .295 her freshman year while showing signs of improvement by upping her batting average to .387 during the shortened 2020 season. In addition, Wallace was a key member of the Crimson Tide team that made it to the 2019 College World Series. She'll look to be a mainstay in the infield after playing both second base and shortstop with Alabama. Wallace says she is forever in debt to Alabama, but is excited for the next chapter of her life in Gainesville. I'm Ethan Curtis, and that's your Sports Break.